take. All right. Get one last take. Nah, man, just the state of hip-hop. Like a lot of people were saying, they messed up the money, but actually, I think right now, the flow and everywhere everything is going, it's good. Actually, everybody's really rapping right now. Like a lot of the real rappers came back, and then me and probably maybe 4 or 5 other cats had already been. Like I was the ace in the hole the whole time. I told you that. You want to hear my part, my version? Nah, you don't want to hear my version. So that's what I be saying. Like they just don't mess with me. It ain't that I ain't good. Nah, it just be too real with me, and people don't like a lot of this stuff I say. I be talking about real stuff, That's what it be. But nah, man, I'm just out here, just living a regular life. That's the best advice I could ever give you. If you could get it fast, you could lose it just as fast, even faster actually. Then it's harder to get it back. So you lose your life in a split second, and then you'll be going through litigation for the rest of your life. By the time you get out of the joint, you just be trying to live. Your kids all grown, they don't even know who you are. You don't miss majority of their life in prison, and fighting a battle that wasn't even yours. That wasn't your battle. You didn't get nothing out of that penitentiary battle if you didn't educate, if you didn't give yourself the education and all the proper things that you're gonna need in society to be successful. That's what we're talking about right now. So you could be as gangster, as whatever you wanna be, but if you ain't gonna be successful in society, they got 2 places for you. So, but I see that every day. Some people comfortable with just I saw cats I was in a joint with sleeping on the side of the road, But I didn't talk to you in the joint. Well, I'm gonna talk to you now, Well, you try to make me feel bad because I did good and you didn't do good. You didn't ever compliment me or say congratulations or nothing. First thing you did, you was still running your mouth. When it came out, you was a bomb. You said he's a bomb. So when that all came out, you was still running your mouth afterwards, talking about I was greedy and this and that. And I did more time than you. I'm supposed to be greedy because I still beat you when I came out. So that's the whole thing, They opened up the gates and you just wasn't ready. All that stuff you did, you wasn't ready for life. You wasn't ready for the world. But you can't blame everybody else. That's my main point. And I'm not just talking about my situation, any situation. You can't blame your family. You can't blame your mama for kicking you out when you kept stealing from your mama. Well, you was never gonna learn your lesson. So that's how it played out, bro. You can't just turn around and blame everybody. That's all you want to do is point fingers and stuff, But as I said, happy holidays. I hope everybody got the presents and everything they wanted for Christmas and things like that, bring the new year in right. Stay out of trouble out there, That's how it goes. We can talk about it all day, but the hand gonna play out how it's gonna play out. Every basketball team is the best team till they lose. So you're not supposed to say that I'm gonna beat you, or even after I prove to you that I'm better, you're really not supposed to admit it. That's a part of what you were taught, your upbringing, that eventually the hand will turn around. But no, this is a little different. This isn't This is phenomenal. This is just an occurrence that just happens. You know, this is just a one of a life type thing. That's just how it went. You know what I'm talking about? But I told old boy out the gate, I was just like, I don't really even want no problems with you. You know, you can't really mess with me though, homie. Like, when it comes to level, like you talking about levels and stuff, nah. You can't do nothing with me, not on no level like that. But that's just how my upbringing, you know. And that's just how they, you know, they had us in the very beginning. We from the beginning, you know. So I remember Crips and Bloods banging on wax. You know, stuff like that. So Pyro Love and all that. I remember all that, but that's when I was just a pup. But I was already 14, 15. I was already with the grown men, so people who actually really know me, they really told you the real true story of me. Nah, homie, you can't deal with me on nothing like that. You know, it's better that I'm just being a law-abiding citizen now, you know. It's better for you. Yeah, that trap game, I got a cold trap game. I wouldn't teach you about the trap game. I'm just saying, that's the best advice I give you. There can only be one trap lord at a time, I can tell you that. So if you're trying to trap, you better be ready. They going to war for the trap. But, you know, sorry, God, man. I say, you know, I got more the slow way. People be talking about slow. I got better results, so I can't complain. That slow money, that money lasts. That slow money lasts, man. But, you know, until next time, you know. But yeah, that's it, you know. Female sports and hip hop, that's what I be on. That's a regular thing. That's how we grew up anyways. That's what we did. You know, you just wasn't ready because you didn't have the proper training. They didn't train you properly. They taught you a whole bunch of stuff. That's only good. It's good. Your attributes are good, though, in some areas. You know, you could still be good like muscle because you was always big and a football type dude, you know, but you just not gonna be the best rapper. You're not gonna be a trap star. You're not gonna be the warlord or all that other stuff. You didn't practice all that, you know. You're trying to claim something that you can't even do. You can't even fulfill all the requirements of the position, but you still complaining. That's the problem. What do you say? We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Yeah, you ain't really like me, man. That's what they were trying to tell you from the very beginning. Without you having to get all in my business and all that other stuff you did, you know. So that's all it's really about. I could have any female in the world. It's about respect, really. You just disrespectful, you know, at the end of the day. So that's how it go, bro. But on something else, you could probably switch it up, man. You might just have to find something else. Fast money ain't always good. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. But take it easy out there in them streets. Till next time.